bark all day, little doggy, or are you gonna bite?
Sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
To infinity and beyond!
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Houston, we have a problem.
Don't mess with Julia. You'll get the horns.
Why so serious?
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Come play with us, Daddy.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I'm the dude.
Hail to the king, baby.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Okay, hello, good evening, and welcome back again to the Filmageddon Film Quiz, the November edition Overstuffed Film Quiz, because that's what I'm going to be tomorrow. Overstuffed because I will be celebrating Thanksgiving, and I'm not going to work, and I'm going to eat, and I'm going to watch things, and I'm going to lay there, take a nap, and do it all again and again. It's a vicious cycle that I'll do throughout the whole day tomorrow. Anyway, welcome everybody to the November Film Quiz here. It's the end of November. It's the last Wednesday in November. It's 8 p.m. And so here we are. We're doing it again. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's going to be December in a few days. This is insane. Anyway, we're here for whatever edition of the quiz this is. What is this, the 10th of the year? I need to double check this. And besides just being a fun little film quiz for everybody tonight, it's also the Champions League still for those 8 teams left remaining in our sort of Tournament of Champions, which we've been keeping track of all year. So good luck to them, and of course good luck to everyone tonight, as we're going to have a bit of fun and do a film quiz, which, you know, it's probably going to be a bit hard. Like we always say, we're a hard film quiz, but we hope everybody has fun. So you guys know the rules by now. We've dropped in links to the answer sheet. One person from each team needs to fill that out and submit it when we're finished with the questions tonight. We'll do all 8 rounds of the quiz, we'll have a little break, and then we'll go over the answers, and tomorrow, probably, you'll find out who won this thing. Although it is Thanksgiving, and I don't want to do anything, so maybe Friday. Who knows? We'll let you know. Maybe it'll be a Thanksgiving miracle. Anyway, let's start with the film quiz tonight, because the last one went pretty long. So, don't want to just yak everybody's ear off tonight. You guys know what to do. Let's start it off with round 1. Just trivia. Trivia is what it is. So, this month, we're not going to ask you trivia questions. We're going to present you with a piece of trivia about a film, and you simply have to name the film that bit of trivia is about. So, this ought to be interesting. I think we've done this a couple times in the past, and let's do it again. Straight away, name the film based on the trivia. I put the thing in there, Frank. You don't have to say it, because then the thing comes up and then you end up saying it again and you sound like an idiot. Number 1. The Shark has 4 minutes of screen time. And there's the mouse pointer again, because this is on a computer. So you guys get what's happening here. Bit of trivia, name the film. Not going to spend all day on these, especially some like things like this, because they do tend to be a bit easier, these ones. Work your way into things. So, The Shark has 4 minutes of screen time. What can it be? Ooh, that is tingly. It's tingly on the way down there. So, thinking away. What is everybody thinking about? What could it be? How's the audio? We get the good levels? The levels look fine. I'm going to trust the levels tonight. Looking like we've got 84 viewers in here tonight, so welcome to one and all. And I hope you enjoy the show, because that's what it is. It's a bit of a show. Let's move on to number 2. We're going to avoid going back on anything tonight, so do make note of the questions as we go through the evening. Maybe during the break we could come back to some things, but I don't generally like to do that anymore because it is a pain in the neck to do. So, let's go on to... Whoa! Oh, thank you for the subscription. I was like, what is that? What is that scary sound that's just going off in my ears? Anyway, number 2. Oh, here we go. In the airport scene in Wichita, when the airline employee announces that the flight has been canceled, you can see on the board behind him that the destination of the flight is nowhere. Yeah, not quite as easy as the first one, is it? Need some time to think, don't you? Yeah, what could it be? Talk it over with your teams. I'm interested to know as well, in the chat, do you guys, the people that are still with us after almost 2 years now of doing these online, do most of you guys tend to do these still over sort of a video conferencing bit of software or something like that? Or are you sat there with people like in person? That still strikes me as weird sometimes to be around so many people. But yeah, how do you guys do the quiz now? And also, would you come to a live quiz if we ever did one again? Will we ever do one again? Who knows? Who knows? I don't even know, honestly. I'd like to. So, airport scene in Wichita, when the airline employee announces that the flight has been cancelled, you can see on the board behind him that the destination of the flight is nowhere. Half of the people on holiday. Wow. There we go. Zoom in like it's 2020. I like it. Still enjoy good old Zoom. Leo. I don't think Leo would do very well in a cinema. But who knows? Number 3. This film was former CNN host Larry King's film debut. Leo around more than like 3 people is like just overload for him. Don't know how he would take that. He barely likes the 2 people he lives with. Oh, Team Penis on Discord. I like it. We've got a Discord. We got a Filmageddon Discord that we don't really use anymore. We shoot for the stars. And you know what? Sometimes we fly a bit too close to the sun. Maybe we'll get back into it. You never know. At some point. So this was former CNN host Larry King's film debut. Former living human Larry King's former film debut. You could say it's... Imagine if I just had that in the question. R.I.P. indeed, Adam. Yes. He was an okay fella. He truly was. Let's go to number 4. Number 4. This film was sent to cinemas under the name Spray Paint to try and avoid the attention of pirates. Yar, matey, why would we be wanting to steal that movie called Spray Paint? We never heard of it. But if they really knew what it was, ho boy, they could make some money. But what is it? What could it be? Some fruity, oaky, oaty? Is it oaty? No, it's oaky. It's burning. It's not a good wine. It's just a wine. Anyone got the Wednesday drinks out? Think about it, yeah. Who doesn't love a little bit of the Wednesdays, eh? Wednesday evening. Get it in ya. Get it in ya! Codename Spray Paint. Let's move on. You still thinking? Let's move on. Let's move on. You guys, you'll make a note of it. You'll come back to it. Number 5. This is the highest rated Nicolas Cage film on Rotten Tomatoes. You know, we'll do it every time. Or tomatoes, if you prefer. Some say tomato, some say tomato. Yes, yes. We've been here for those jokes, Frank. Not surprising anybody anymore, are we? Give you guys some thinking. A little bit of thinking. When was the last time anyone ate a tomato? Just took one, bit right into it. like an apple. They are pretty good. Don't know, cherry tomatoes, just, oh, what a treat. It's like eating grapes, just tasty, delicious. Full tomatoes a bit more of a struggle, but I could dig it. I could dig it. Who says that in 2021? Sure, people say dig it. Show of hands if you still say dig it. Okay, number 6. This film takes place in the year... Oh, there we go. First little... In the year... 10,191. Yeah. That's how we're gonna say the word year. In the year 10,191, by the way. Archaeologists still say dig it. See? Perfect. That works on multiple levels, Will. I like what you've done there. I like it. I always like it. Should I update the PowerPoint right now? No, that would cause too much friction. This thing would all go away. You'd see the UI. You'd see behind the scenes. No one wants to see how the sausage is made. Unless you enjoy going on tours of sausage factories. In which case you might like seeing how the sausage is made. So, the film that we're talking about here takes place in the year 10,191. Who wouldn't love a sausage tour? I mean, I like the old brewery tours, but I think get into the packed meat business tours. Because at the end of a brewery tour, they always give you like 2 free pints or whatever. Go to a sausage tour, you get 2 free sausages. What's not to like about sausages? Love a sausage. Right, number 7. Let's go to number 7. Sir Michael Palin played the most characters in the film in question. 12 in total. Michael Palin. Sorry. He played 12 total characters in this film. Already scared off like 5 or 6 viewers here. Is it something we said? It's a lot of characters to play in a film. It's a lot. "10,000 BC. Ooh. No, not BC. I don't even know if it's AD. Don't even know what it's referred to. Look, some people just can't take the old hot packed meat. Yeah, who doesn't love a bit of delicious hot cooked meat in a wrapping that's edible, like handheld? You could eat it. You wouldn't, because you'd burn your hand. You'd put that baby in a bap, some sort of bun. Some people will split it, make a little sandwich. Freaks. I like to just get the sausage meat on its own. Never. We can't talk about sausage meat. We're going down a bad way here. Let's go to number 8. According to police archives, the Saint... Oh, lots of spelling mistakes tonight, folks. Lots of typos and spelling mistakes. All right, the St. Mary's virus outbreak started on May 13th, 2006. So, according to police archives, the St. Mary's virus outbreak started on May 13th, 2006. So, in this movie, hypothetically, we see some police archives which state that the St. Mary's outbreak started on May 13th, 2006. There you go, and that was the day before Blair's 14th birthday. All went downhill from there. How close did everyone's birthday start to the COVID pandemic? Is there an official? Do we have an official start date for COVID? There's gotta be, right? I don't know enough about it. Don't want to. Don't want to talk about it anymore. So the police archives stated, is what you're telling me, that the St. Mary's virus, the outbreak, it started May 13, 2006. Holy crap. Holy crap. Here we go. Number 9. The film has a permanent slot in one of Vienna's oldest cinemas, the Berg Kino. The Berg Kino. I'm uncultured. I'm unread. I'm unsmart, is a way of going about it. So, but this film, it has a permanent slot, or at least it did until very recently, in one of Vienna's oldest cinemas. But what is the film? That's what we're asking. It's a film quiz. Now then, how does one do something? Where's my mods at tonight? Where are my mods? Mods in the house. Attack! Attack! Ankmad. Attack him. Please. Need my mods to do it. They've got the power. Right, so how do I get rid of it? I'm so confused now. So very confused. Anyway, that's number 9. Let's go on to number 10, if I can ever get back to it. Last one here in the first round. Tom Hanks was not paid for this film. He instead took percentage points, which netted him around $40 million. So, what are we doing now, guys? What is it gonna be? What is this Tom Hanks film? Why is he talking about Tom Hanks films? I don't understand. Who knows? Yeah. See, we go muting. We're muting. We're pausing. We're attacking. Someone's trying to ruin the quiz in the chat. Naughty boys and girls. Naughty. We'll do an ASMR quiz. Most of mine are, with all the sort of wheezing and breathing sounds that I make. Right. There's your 10. Everyone got them? Everybody happy? Because we're moving on. We started on a little slow, easy. I think some of those are easy, but we'll see. Let's go on, though, to number 2. What is number 2? Number 2 is probably going to be the soundtrack round. Oh, my God! There was a name for this round. There was, I forget about it. Anyway, here's your hint for this round. We're talking games. Because that's what this quiz is. This quiz is basically a game. But what I mean is that all of these answers for tonight, for the soundtrack round, feature the word game in the title of the film. So it could just be the word game, it could be games, game could fall in the middle of another word, but GAME will be a part of every answer this round. You will hear about 45 seconds of each soundtrack, and you're going to hear them one time and one time only, and then you're going to have 3 minutes afterwards to discuss them with your team. So, here is the soundtrack round. Enjoy it. Alright, okay. Let's move on. That was round 2. Remember, every title in the soundtrack round had the word game in it somewhere as part of the title. So, good stuff, I guess. Not too hard, I hope. Let's go on, though, to a round which might be hard for some people out there. The old box office mofo. We've got a nice twist on it this week. This month. We don't do them weekly anymore. Because of Thanksgiving, which, of course, I will celebrate, and I'll keep mentioning it. But not everybody out there gets it. But it is a time to get together with family. It's all about getting the family around a table and having a good meal and good chat, catching up with all the people you love or tolerate. And so, going off of that theme for Box Office Mofo, this round is all about family. Because, you're gonna like this, I think. Using their exact titles, list the 10 films in the Fast and Furious franchise in order from the lowest worldwide box office gross to the highest worldwide box office gross. So, 1 being the film that made the least at the global box office, 10 being the one that made the most at the global box office. Believe it or not, if you don't already know, there are 10 films in the Fast and Furious franchise. So, 1 through 10. That's what we want. Lowest at 1, highest at 10, in the middle. And we do want the exact titles. So saying Fast and the Furious 2, Fast and the Furious 3, Fast and the Furious 4, 5, 6, 7, blah, 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 blah. It ain't gonna work. I'll tell you what, you get those UK or US titles, and we'll call it a happy day. I'm pretty sure there's only a title variation in one, but I will make sure to double check whilst we're going over the answers later. It's gonna be fun, guys. It's gonna be fun. I've got to give you some time to think about this one, right? It's only fair. So, it's all about family, as we said. I will give you guys, let's say 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes sounds fair. So, as opposed to jabbering over you guys as well, I want you to talk it over with your team, because this is a bit different than we normally do. So, all about family. Get those 10 Fast and the Furious films, and we will see you in a few minutes.
I told you never threaten a man's family. It's a pretty stupid thing to do. That you never turn your back on family. There's always room for family. Salute me, familia. Salute. Salute. I don't have friends. I got family. What's real is family. Your family. Hold on to that pride. You don't turn your back on family.
Let me ask you something, Dom. What's the best thing in your life?
Family.
No, it's not.
You killed Han. Almost killed my family.
I have no idea what is going on during this round. How you guys getting on? You guys have had a few minutes to do this one. Remember, you are putting all the Fast and the Furious film franchise films in order from lowest grossing to highest grossing at the worldwide box office using the film's exact titles. I'll give you guys, don't worry, we're not going yet. We're not going yet. You still got another minute or two. I decided to come back because I didn't want to keep using just the Fast and the Furious soundtracks. So, we don't normally theme an entire round off of one franchise, because there's not a lot of franchises out there that have at least 10 entries, is there? Crazy to think. Absolute insanity. Just like this wine. That doesn't make any sense. See how we get. Hey, look, 85 people back. Apparently, the few people that ran away because of the sausage conversation came back to enjoy the quiz. Alright, guys, I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds here before we are going to move on to round 4. There was a sausage conversation. It happened. There's no taking it back. And I can't remember it. But we'll post the thing up on YouTube tomorrow. You can relive the magic of the sausage conversation. Wow, 10 films in the Fast and Furious franchise. My God. Mother of God. Okay, we're going to move on. That's it. I've given you till you guys have the 10-minute break later. 10, 5, plus 5, 10 minutes later to come back to this one if you missed it or if you haven't finished it yet. So let's move on to number 4, round number 4, the eye for detail. And it is a picture round again. It's been a while since we had a picture round going. So you're going to see 10 stills from 10 separate films. And it's an eye for detail because all of these stills feature a nice big old close-up of an eyeball. A lot of people don't like that. It's like pushing the eye thing. A lot of people don't like it. I don't like eye stuff. Not necessarily, but you're going to have to look closely at all these eyes to name those films. So you're going to see each picture for 30 seconds, and that's all. And then you're going to have 3 minutes to chat over with your team. So get your eyes open, peel the eyes, pop the eyes out. Don't blink because you don't got much time here for round 4. right. That's gonna do it for the good tunes here. And round 4, the picture round. I for detail. Remember, naming all those films, like I said, if people need it, we might be able to play that round again during the 10-minute break, but I'm not seeing anybody sort of saying in the chat that it was too quick for them, so let's move on to round 5. What's in the letterbox? Everybody loves this round. Maybe it's just me, but where we take letterboxd reviews for various films. Most of the time, these are very highly regarded films, and the reviews are very negative in nature, and you simply have to name the film. Ooh, getting a few calls to play again. Ho ho! Maybe. We'll see in the 10-minute break. So let's start off with number 1. 1 star. Not funny. Not scary. Gratuitous sex and nudity. All that is left is the transformation sequence, which admittedly is very cool, even 40 years later. By Niedecker, who watched this film back in April this year. Gave it 1 star. I would disagree. Wholeheartedly disagree. But everyone's got their opinions. And the longer I stay on this earth, the more I realize that there's no point in arguing them. Just go with it. Just go with everybody's opinions. Everybody's right. Nobody's wrong. 1 star. Right, so we're not going to give you ages on these tonight. Again, last month was a long quiz. It was a good quiz, but it was pretty long. I mean, it was nearly like 2.5 hours. So we'll give you another couple seconds on this before we move to number 2. Right, let's go on. Number 2, half a star from Alice from October, just a few days ago. Well, a month ago at this point. Probably would have a higher rating if the ending wasn't so bad. Love is quantifiable. Eat my ass. It's a good. I enjoy it. I enjoyed that. That's good. It's a fun read. And I'm even liking, from what I can tell, the profile pic. Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Goodbye, everybody. Love is quantifiable. Eat my ass. I mean, probably would have a higher rating if the ending wasn't so bad. So, what would they have rated it if, in their mind, the ending wasn't so bad? Because they've given it the lowest rating they can. Yeah, even positive reviews should end with "eat my ass." I love this film. Amazing performances, touching story, just direction that was on point. See this one as quick as you can. You'll not regret it. Eat my ass. And that's it. Okay, let's go to number 3 from the Cosmic Monkey back in August. Half a star here. Probably the most effective piece of pro-US military propaganda ever made. A recruitment ad made for the MTV generation with glossy cinematography, pop music scores, and hilarious levels of hypersexualization. Absolutely insufferable, but almost in a so bad it's good kind of way. Almost. Hypersexualization. For the MTV generation, you say? Glossy cinematography. Pop music scores, eh? Someone liked this review. And if you follow Cosmic Monkey, you could be number 2. It could be any movie, but it's very specifically one movie. What could it be? I don't know. I know. Well, I do. Scores are right. The answers are there. Scores over there. Answers are there. Let me look at the answers. Oh, it's that. Okay. And that one's next? Oh, great. Okay. Lot to unpack with number 3. So while you're unpacking, let's go on to number 4. Half a star from Moon in September. Josh Whedon is a narcissistic ass who views Tony Stark as his quippy self-insert and does not understand the fundamentals of Steve Rogers, and this is one of the most boring movies I've ever watched. LMAO! Thanks for destroying the movie industry forever. Eat my ass. It does work, doesn't it? Definitely that one, because you would get double asses in. A narcissistic ass, yeah. Yeah, I would agree. That's not the only only problems he's got with him as well. Oh, boy. Okay, good night, everybody. Frank, go to bed now. We still got another hour plus of this. This is what trying to stop drinking coffee will do to you. Don't ever stop drinking coffee. It's amazing. It's a great thing. US or UK title, eh? I think if you put either of them here, I'd understand what you're going for. Straight to video sequel. Eat My Ass 2. Electric Boogaloo. Right, number 5. Let's go to number 5. Half a star from Adam. Adam? Well, maybe. Let's see here. Heartless, disgusting, brutally bad piece of shit. Sounds like an Adam so far. The Archer family face touch needs to be added to some kind of movie hall of shame for easily being the most cringe-inducing character flourish ever committed to a major studio film. Eat my ass. Good thing is there's no like full stop at the end of any of these sentences, so you can easily add eat your ass in your own time. 2 likes, 5 comments. Maybe in the future we'll just start listing comments to other reviews. Too many long words. The Archer family face touch needs to be added to some kind of movie hall of shame for being easily the most cringe-inducing character flourish ever committed to a major studio film. Hard disagree. Eat my ass, Adam. Not Adam, but Adam. Adam would never say this about this film. Actually, maybe he would. I don't know. We'll have a chat, Adam. But not Adam. Adam. We'll figure it out. Eat my ass. Number 6. B-Movie B87. Half a star from only again last month. Hands down without fail. The worst movie I've ever seen in my life. There is zero entertainment or enjoyment to be had in this miserable slog of a movie. I envy the people that died on the ship for never knowing this existed. I would give a negative rating if possible. You'd have to start a new sentence. But eat my ass. Which I think was a line in the movie. I could definitely picture at least 3 characters saying it. Maybe that's why it won all those awards. I don't know. Half a star. B-Movie B87. You're giving away your game here, B-Movie B87. Now we know what year you were born. We can slowly whittle down the amount of people in this world born in that year and find out who you really are. There could be some ass eating in the film. In a deleted scene. Yeah. Don't know. I don't know. Let's move on to number 7 though, shall we? Number 7. Kendra LPK gives this half a star. Oh, wow. All the way back in 2020. I saw the deer zombie. And then I halfway watched the first woman turn into a zombie out of the corner of my eyes. I left the room. The dad seems like a bad, selfish dude. I like the little girl. I hope her grandma was okay. I hate zombie movies, so I went and folded laundry and watched Survivor and played Animal Crossing. Eat my ass! 6 likes. We are taking liberties, of course, with the eat my ass bit. But Kendra LPK has thoughts and opinions on this movie. And what movie could it be? Is there ass eating in it? You could say, yeah. You could say there's probably some asses that we're eating in this. What's that, Gilbert? I'll do the next one as Gilbert Godfrey, if it's a short one. Do you want a Gilbert Godfrey one? And Kendra, is that Kendra playing the drums? Let me show you my profile. Here's my profile. I'm gonna set up. Hey, I'm Kendra setting up my profile on LinkedIn. Kendra setting my profile up on Letterboxd. Here to rip into films that I don't like. I'm gonna love this. Oh god, let's make a profile. Right, just put my name, LPK. I don't know, maybe there's some meaning to that I'm not aware of. Maybe it's some more names, I don't know. Kendra likes stuff, I don't know. Okay, get a profile picture. I'm serious about my cinema watching. Here's me playing the drums. And it looks like I've got fake cat ears on. People take me seriously. I don't think so. Right. Let's see. If this is a short one, maybe Gilbert Godfrey will come in here. It's not a short one. 1 star from Jeremy Burzlebulzable from January 16th, 2021. It's okay to be poor as long as you fake being rich long enough to make it old money. Spoiled brat fall in love with you because you purposely fuck over other working class people by stealing from them to impress her. But it's all good because happy endings. Oh, and sing a bunch of fucked up classist songs too. Magic! That hurt. You can't write these things. You cannot. Eat my ass! You can't time these things any better, can you? 3 likes. Jeremy, let me go make my Letterboxd profile. Can't wait to just tear into some films here. See, profile picture. What am I gonna do? Take a picture from my favorite film. Could use a picture of me. Grab my cat. We'll use my cat, where its tail looks like I'm wearing a top hat. Yeah, that'll show people. I mean, it won't show them who I am, but meow. They'll call me Jeremy the cat. Brizzlebles. This has just turned into a shoot on all these people's Letterboxd profile pictures. I think I've lost my damn mind. Let's go on to number 9. Half a star from Jay Reinold. I just got that when I read it, and now I'm excited. From 2010? Was this even a website? Network called It Wants Its Oscars Back. I like that. That is simple and effective and requires knowledge of films and Oscars, and yeah. Wow, 2010. I can't believe Letterboxd has been around that long. But Judge Reinold, he's got it. Give it a thought. There's not going to be any more Gilbert Gottfried voices, because I don't think my throat can take it. Let's go to the last Letterboxd question here tonight. Number 10. Studios 18 Ib says, this movie should have been named Joker. 1 star. I'm glad they gave it 1 star. This movie should have been named Joker. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to collect your thoughts before we move on to the next round. Oh, which is a video round. A good video round. Everyone loves a video round. Should have been named Joker. See it right there, Joker. I'm the Joker, baby. All right, let's move on then to round number 6, the obscured round. You know what's going to happen. We're going to show you clips of films, but they're going to be obscured. You're not really going to be able to see. It's going to be all pixelated. You'll get an idea of shapes and colors, but you're not going to see the normal image. But you will hear what's going on, so that should be fairly good enough to help you decipher what films these are. And I'm trying to think here. I don't think there is... Oh no, there is a theme. I'm sorry, I nearly forgot the theme. Again, I didn't update my notes there. These are all films based around a big dinner. Big dinners happen, or maybe not even dinner. Large meals with a gathering of people. Thanksgiving, you see, that's what we do here. So it's like getting around a big table with a bunch of people, eating some food, and I believe all these scenes will be those food eating scenes. So anyway, name the films. You'll see them one time. You'll have your 3 minutes at the end of it. So good luck.
So you're never gonna believe this. Oh, it makes me mad. Bianca's from the tropics. She's Brazilian. Well, half Brazilian, half Danish, that's right. And somebody stole her luggage.
Oh.
Yeah, and they stole her wheelchair.
That's terrible.
All right, what'd you bring?
All right, bread.
Good. Fresh.
Vinny, I got your peppers and onions, salami, prosciutto, a lot of cheese.
Come on. What else?
Scotch.
Nice.
Some red wine.
Okay. Now we could eat.
I got some white, too.
Give me the white, too. Beautiful. Okay, boys, let's eat. Come on, it's ready, Vinny.
Coming up for some more bread.
Tomorrow we eat sandwiches. You gotta go on a diet, Vinny.
Sandwiches are a kid.
Believe me. Johnny?
And worst of all, you made Nancy and I resent each other. It is absolutely 150% your fault.
Of course it's their fault. They're the two biggest dickheads in the world, and they're living in your house.
Derek.
I'm sorry, but
Please don't cry like that. Please don't, Brennan. I told you that they would feel completely to blame.
You said that you were studying international relations.
Oh yeah, wow, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I was considering it, but then I dropped out of school.
Oh. You dropped out of college?
Yeah, it just wasn't my thing.
No, huh? Why's that?
No, it just seemed like a massive waste of money after a while, you know? I was just sitting on my ass listening to people spout ideas I could just as easily have learned in a book.
What are we having?
Ooh, Mama. I just lost my damn appetite.
Oh, Mama, your dress is undone. Let me zip you up.
Yeah, please, hurry up. Zip up in the back because you start looking like one of them Zulu hags on the cover of Natural Geographic.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
What's
like in that movie Shaka Zulu.
Are you crazy?
You know something, Cletus? Come on. Come on right now, Cletus, because I'm going to tell you something. I got a razor in this bag.
Oh, yeah? I'll tell you what. That ain't even no bag you got in your hand. That's your titty.
Cletus.
Oh, what about that? You got an old bag of a titty.
Jesus.
An old bag with old bag titties.
Hey, Pockets. Catch. Don't ask.
Here comes the judge! Here comes the judge!
Don't ruin Grandma's favorite drug. Be careful of the splatter. You gotta be careful of the splatter. Oh, great Grandma in chainsaw heaven.
Well, come on, sweetie. It's getting late.
Actually, I'm not hungry.
Nonsense, young lady. You're gonna start your day off with a nice big breakfast. Here we go. Sit down. Here's some pancakes, eggs, sausage, and some good crisp bacon. And of course, a ham steak.
Okay, now, dig in. All right, now it's time for the turkey. Oh, what a beautiful bird.
No. Hey, man. Why don't you just relax and just let me do that for you?
Yeah.
Rest that little hand. It's my pleasure. But what a nice young man to offer. Let me give you a little pinch there. Come on.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Round 6, obscured round. All about eating. Stuff in your face until you can't eat anymore. Which again, is what I'm going to do tomorrow. But let's move on to round 7. Which is another themed round here. Tagline round. The tagline is Bond. James Bond. So these are all going to be poster taglines from James Bond films, and the reason we did this round is because Bond films always tend to, besides when pandemics are happening, come out in November, so thought it best to stick with the theme of the month, because not a lot of good things happen in November generally. So you're going to see 10 poster taglines from 10 Bond films, and some of these are going to be easier than others. I'd say. I've not seen a single Bond film ever in your life. Educated guesses? Let's start. We'll start with an easy one. Outer space now belongs to 007. Should be fairly easy. Yeah. I will be stuffing my face. I'll be eating the ass of the turkey? That doesn't sound right. Let's leave the eating the ass thing in the letterbox round. I don't want to eat my ass as a nickname now. Although I could get I get a tattoo up here somewhere. Eat my ass? Well, I guess it makes more sense for it to be like a lower back thing, doesn't it? Anyway, outer space now belongs to James Bond. That's what he does. He's always dual wielding. Do you remember that when he does it? He does that. Anyway. Number 2. It's the biggest. It's the best. It's Bond. And B-E-Y-O-N-D, Beyond. I don't know if that's how you're intended to read that, but that's my interpretation of the project. And I thought I'd try to bring something new to it. I'm hoping that the casting directors out there will see something in me. Thank you very much. Give you guys a couple of seconds. You don't need many more than a couple, right? This one's obvious. It can only be one, right? It's pretty bold to just outright say it's the best. All the other ones we've done, shit. This one, the best. Anyone that will come out after this, shit again. Yeah, these are all every one of these poster taglines is only for one, and it took a bit of searching to find them. I mean, not the posters, but some of the taglines, especially in the older films, basically are just the plot. It's like a paragraph. James Bond comes face to face with a man who he's going to kill because he's done something to the dame that he liked. The Bond. James Bond. Let's go to number 3. James Bond is out on his own and out for revenge. He's out on his own, yeah. Story checks out. Revenge, yeah. Makes sense. Read between the lines. I think so. But we've done this quiz with 2 very heavily themed rounds. We're bringing out the hard rounds here as we get deeper into the Champions League. We are separating the weak from the strong. The filmies from the film-os. The Filmageddoners. Sometimes you're just at a loss, people. And that's me tonight. I'm lost. Let's go on to number 4, though. Oh, here we go. Now, meet the most extraordinary gentleman spy in all fiction. James Bond, Agent 007. Now, I thought I loved using an ellipsis, but these, some of these posters, I mean, that is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 10 periods there. Doesn't make any sense. But anyway, think about it. Talk it over. I'll leave you alone. You still thinking about it? We don't have all night. We certainly don't. Oh my god, we're moving on. finger slipped, but it was the right time anyway because James Bond's all-time high score? Is he playing pinball? Is he been smoking the reefer? Reinvent Bond for a new generation. Instead of 007, it's 00420. Licensed to toke. Bond ever dabble with drugs in any of the films? There's a question for the quiz, and people out there would know it, and I wouldn't because I've not seen all the films. He obviously likes a bit of the drink. Does he ever go harder than that? Smoked cigarettes, yeah. Tobacco, alcohol. Has he ever just gotten down and just done a big old fat line? Rolled a big old spliff and just lit one up? Smoked spice in the new one, yeah. He's injected himself with a lot of things, like painkillers and serums and stuff. Chloroform. Make it modern day Bond. That's what they say every time they reboot it. Make it modern. Do a modern Bond. Get him on all the things. Make Bond need to take, like, Ritalin to really focus. Let's go number 6. ... And twice is the only way to live. Twice. Oh my god, if Bond vaped, the world would implode. Piers Morgan would just disintegrate. So maybe this is for the best. But imagine recast Bond. First scene in the new film. Walks up, very suave, tux, in a bar. Notices a pretty lady down at the end of the bar. Tip of the head. Bartender. Buy whatever she wants. Tell her it's on Bond. James Bond. Gets her little tasty martini. She does the same. Orders one for him. Here you go. They make the eyes. You know the eyes. These things. And he pulls out a little vape stick. And before he can see through the honeydew vapor, she is gone. She has gotten the fuck out of there. Because it's vaping. Sometimes we just have to tell little stories. That's all. Vapor Lynn. Yes. Love it. Okay. Should we go on to number 7? No limits, no fears, no substitutes. It's actually probably the one that sounds the most like a just a normal poster tagline. So, no limits, no fears, no substitutes. No eating the ass. I don't think. Doesn't feel like it makes sense. Pardon me. It's a tough round. Tough round, but we're going on to number 8. Has James Bond finally met his match? This could literally be for any Bond film. Man, no, I don't think he has. Alright, film done. Has James Bond finally met his match? Oh wow, imagine if he's finally met his match, that means he could lose. We should definitely pay money to see this Bond movie. All the rest of them. James Bond will not meet his match. Guess we don't have to go. We sort of know what's gonna happen. He's gonna win, isn't he? I guess you know that going into most of them. Anyway, number 9. No one comes close to James Bond 007. That's a tough one. One of the tougher ones here. Give you guys a couple seconds to think about it. Remember, make a note of it. You can always come back to it during the 10-minute break. As we move on to number 10 in round 7, James Bond is back in action! Which, again, can basically be any of them apart from the first one. And I'm sorry that this is a tough round, especially if you don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of the franchise. But I think even if you know the franchise backwards and forwards, you probably aren't going to recognize the posters a lot. So I'd say there are clues in some of them, but some of them are very generic. Again, we gotta make some of these rounds hard, in the hopes that these teams can separate during the Champions League, because there's so much at stake. We think there will be. There'll be something. Something will be at stake. Steak dinner, maybe. No, that's probably a bit too expensive. Something. There'll be something. Someone will win something. Let it be known. And let's go on then to the final round, everyone's favorite. You can probably already tell what it is by your answer sheets. The Yearly Beloved round. We're going to show you clips from 10 films that came out in the in the 2010s. So one film came out in each of these years from 2010 to 2019. I tried as hard as I can this month to find films with the same release year in the UK and the US. I will say 8 of them are the same years, the UK and the US, but 2 of them are different, and as it always is, we are going with the UK release dates here. And these are all films which had their premieres in or around November. But really, you'll know the films from just seeing them, and you just have to get the year. And remember, all but 2, these films, the films were released differently than the US. That was a terrible way of saying it. Just keep it in mind. You'll see this one time, then we'll come back, we'll go over a few things, and then we'll take a break. So, best of luck with Yearly Beloved.
Don't die. Because if you die outside your own game, you don't regenerate. Ever. Game over.
Here you go, buddy. It's fresh.
Look at me! I'm Mary! I'm so pregnant! I'm Joseph. I'm in a bad mood.
Wait. Is that supposed to be me?
It's totally you.
Oh no, look! Here come the dogs!
That's you guys.
Oh. Woof, 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 woof. Throw me a stick, and I'll bring it right back. Oh, what's this? It's a tail? Oh, I'm gonna give
Seriously? We're doing this instead of the Royal Caravan.
We're going to be traveling for a few days, and it wouldn't hurt to get to know each other.
Ethan, what brought you to Atlanta? Business or pleasure?
My daddy died. I went to Atlanta to go to his funeral.
Gee, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
He's the one that kind of motivated me to get on the TV.
I have a friend. He's in that industry.
Does he work on 2.5 Men?
No.
Oh, man, that's too bad, because 2.5 Men is the reason I wanted to become an actor.
Right.
Especially the second season.
Why do you even have this?
Oh, because this is my daddy.
Who's there?
It's Pat.
Pat who?
Don't fuck about. Open the door.
Pat a cake?
Open this fucking door before I smash it in, you cunt.
I'm only having a laugh.
Yeah, well, you ain't fucking funny, are you? Who's this?
Well, we caught this cunt serving Charlie in the toilet.
Please, I'm sorry. Shut your fucking mouth. Do you want to have a go? No.
Mining.
Yes.
He works with phosphate, right?
That's right.
Maintenant, coupez, Monsieur Bound, pour votre liberté.
Live in the world you think you do.
Jacob, put your clothes on.
Now, this may seem strange, really strange, but stranger things happen every day. Trust me.
Here we go, boys. No idea's a bad idea. Let's go. No idea's a bad idea. Who's gonna start us off? I got it. Gert, let's kill these motherfuckers. No. Murder! Yes! And you!
You don't need to write that down. Hey.
Kill him! Kill him!
No.
Rip off the fucking dicks! We open up their brains, we shove them in the skulls! Ooh, I'm getting that taste, dude. I'm getting that taste. We're fucking doing it again, baby! That's the Chicago way. Chicago way! I want his family dead. I want his house burned down and baseball bat.
Well, there we go. It is all 8 rounds. It is. All 8 rounds are now done, and it is time for the break. And, of course, before the break, it's time for the tiebreaker question. Yeah. It's time for the tiebreaker question. You've done 80 questions tonight, so it's time for one more, which will only matter in the event of a tie. I won't count it for any other reasons unless it is to break a tie. So here is the question. How many correct answers from the quiz tonight are on the IMDb Top 250 Films list as of the making of this quiz? So, there are many answers tonight that are films. I would say almost exclusively. And a certain number of those are on the IMDb Top 250 Films list, and you just have to put a number to that. Easy enough, right? Easy enough. Anyway, should we do a break? Let's do a break. Let's do... Why'd that happen? There we go. So that's the question. We are going to take a 10-minute break. And in that time, people might want to see the one round again, wouldn't we? We want to see the picture round again? I think a couple people want to see the picture round again. I can do that. I can make that happen. More or less. Alright, you guys want the picture round again? Show of hands? No hands? You have 9.5 minutes to get your answers in. I will lock the answer sheet once that gets to 0, and then you won't be able to answer anymore. So, anyway, let's take a few minutes and revisit the picture round. I'm considering pushing forward. Okay, it is locked. 31 teams. If you didn't get it in, you had extra time tonight. No excuses, I'm afraid. So, sorry, but it won't be counted. No matter how much you're sorry and you'll ask us nicely, we can't do it. especially because it's the Champions League. So let's check the answers. Round 1 was trivia. We'll give you trivia. And let's figure it out. The shark has 4 minutes of screen time. Oh, you probably want to see the see the quiz as well. It's Jaws, is what it is. I'd imagine a lot of you guys knew that. You're all people of cinema. You know when we're talking shark, you know who it is. Right, let's go to number 2. In the airport scene in Wichita, when the airline employee announces that the flight has been canceled, you can see on the board behind that the destination of the flight is nowhere. We're talking Thanksgiving, and when you think Thanksgiving movies, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one that normally jumps to the top of the list. Number 3, this was former CNN host Larry King's film debut. Very topical now because, of course, we got a new one of these, Ghostbusters. Pops up in Ghostbusters. I can't believe that was his first one because he popped up in about 1 million of them. And number 4, the film was sent to cinemas under the name Spray Paint to try and avoid the attention of pirates. Arrgh. If you knew this one, very well done. Spider-Man 2. Not a film called Sacrifice or June 30th, but it is in fact Spider-Man 2. Because you see right there, right in his little eye, there's Doc Ock. No Way Home. Ooh. Very exciting. Number 5, this is the highest rated Nicolas Cage film on Rotten Tomatoes. And that is, of course, The Spectacular Pig. What a film. Ah! Lovely little film there to watch. 6, this film takes place in the year 10,191. And if you said this, I'll take whatever version of it. You said it's Dune. Dune takes place in that far-off year. Dune. So you didn't have to specify, but if you did, well done. You're not getting any extra points. Sir Michael Palin played the most characters in this film, 12 in total. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Holy moly. And of course, according to police archives, the St. Mary's virus outbreak started on May 13th, 2006. Somebody tried to spoil this in the chat earlier. Some ne'er-do-well popped in here and said the answer, but we wiped it from the records. It was V for Vendetta, which I remember was supposed to come out in November because of November. And then it got moved to March. So, there you go. Film has a permanent slot in one of Vienna's oldest cinemas, the Burj Kino, and that is going to be The Third Man. And I tried looking this up to see if it still had a regular spot, but I think it's closed down now, obviously due to the pandemic, but hopefully they will reopen soon, because that's just quite cool that they have a constant airing of this film. And Tom Hanks was not paid for this film. He instead took percentage points, which netted him around $40 million. I think he made out pretty well with Forrest Gump. That's right, Forrest Gump, ladies and gentlemen, Forrest Gump. So, very well done if you got any of those. How'd you guys all do? Tough round, easy round? What do you think? Let's go on to the soundtrack round. I'll bring this music down a little bit, just so it doesn't cross over with this. So remember, all of these films had game in the title as part of the title, including the first film, Ender's Game. There it is. This is not a game, whereas the title would contradict that. A film I was very excited to see, and still haven't, because of the word of mouth. Number 2, we're into sequel territory here with Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. Will there be a third one? Will anyone care? These are the questions we ask. It's all just a game, or the game, with number 3. We're getting pretty close. I didn't use anything just called game, but the game with old Douglas and Peen. And we have too many superhero movies in these quizzes, so I'm gonna snap them all out of existence with Avengers Endgame. I don't know what that little ditty was that I just did. Anyway, 5. Taking it old school with The Most Dangerous Game. That is an amazing poster. I would love that poster. That'd be great. Again, I think some of these are getting a bit harder now. I wouldn't have known number 6 was the Patriot Games, or Patriot Games. There's no the. If you put a the, I'll probably give you a point though, because I'm nice like that. I'm fairly nice. Little bit of game night in it at number 7. Just distorting because of how loud that track was as well. Okay. Now 8. Really wanted to see number 8. Still haven't. I don't watch films anymore. Who watches films? But have you ever seen Gerald's Game? Heard a lot of good things. And then I saw a bit that happened in it and I was like, nope, not for me. No thank you. Don't like that. Goodbye. You know the bit. We all know the bit. Number 9 is a Brad Pitt film. He's popped up in this quiz before, and Robert Redford. They've both been in this quiz. Spy Game. Anyway, that's what I was getting at. What about a very young Jamie Lee Curtis in Road Games? Great. Fantastic music. Anyway, there you go. Road Games in there at number 10. And let's move on to number 3. It's all about family. Remember, you're putting the the Fast and the Furious franchise films in order from lowest grossing to highest grossing. And I've just got the poster art here for the answers. I will double check when I go over the correct answers tomorrow of the various titles. Because I know, like I said, one I think had an alternate title, maybe a second one. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know all this stuff, I bow down to your Fast and the Furious knowledge. But anyway, let's go from the bottom to the top. Can you believe Tokyo Drift comes in last at 157 million? And that is to say, the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. You're not just putting Tokyo Drift and getting away with it, are you? Come on. Exact titles. 206 million, The Fast and the Furious, the OG. Not the worst, but nowhere near the top. Number 3, Too Fast, Too Furious, and I hope you did it with the numbers and not... I hope you didn't spell out 2, because that would have been silly. 236 million. I would have thought they all made more, but this was back in the day. So, number 4. Now, this is when things start to get a bit confusing, because I think you probably could have figured out 1, 2, and 3. Like, 1, 2, and 3 would always be around 1, 2, and 3. But Fast and Furious, with 359 million worldwide. And I find it really hard to break these apart now. But Fast and Furious was the 4th one? Was it? Again, someone's going to be shouting at their screen right now. Number 5, Fast 5. Make it obvious. Like, you could have called it Fast. The four Fasters. It was the 4th one. Thank you, Jimmy. Fast 5. Look at the jump there. 359 million, all the way up to 630. So the 4th one came out, a few years after the 3rd one, and that amount of money, people really took into that 4th one, and they loved the 5th one. Let's go on to number 6. Was F9, The Fast Saga. So, that's the title, F9, The Fast Saga. 721 million. And again, I'll look up alternate titles, especially if I feel like they're close enough, but really trying to go with these. 721 million, obviously, that's probably still being added to a bit. But it's not gone above the next one, which is a part of the Fast and the Furious franchise and part of the 10 films so far. Hobbs and Shaw, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, that is. 760 million. What great. It's the best one. Best easily. Out of all of them, this is the best one. That's where the debate ends. What is after Hobbs and Shaw? Well, Fast and Furious 6. No thus. 789 million. There is such a confusing naming structure to these. I don't get it. Can you reverse ours when Mark? You know, that would be nice of me, but I'm not nice. And then here we go. The last two. The Fate of the Furious, 1.2 billion. This is when they crossed over $1 billion. Fate of the Furious. We could say F8's on that poster. Again, IMDb lists it as the Fate of the Furious. And that leaves Furious 7 with 1.5 billion. And soon, Fast and the Furious 10. And are they going to say it's 11? They're going to call it 10-2, aren't they? It's only going to be like one big long one. So, it was a tough round. And I know there'll be some people who will argue some answers, I'm sure, because these titles make no sense, and sometimes they've been referred to as other things, but try to mark these as fairly as possible. Let's go to the eye for detail round, the picture round here. Starting with number 1, starting with an obvious one. Blade Runner. You've heard of that film, right? It's from that guy who doesn't like the millennials, isn't it? Yeah. I blame the millennials too, for lots of things. Number 2, Splice. See it in the eye. Doesn't look like a normal eye, does it? Looks like some sort of weird eye from some sort of genetically altered thing. It's from Splice. Splice is fine. Number 3, Equilibrium. Equilibrium. I like to think in most of these there is a clue within the photo itself. It's not just a random eye. I think maybe there's one or two, but most of them have a clue in them. Wait, so you did 10 if you accept your backwards ordering. Now, I'm going to assume you did it correctly, but you just didn't understand that the lowest had to go first, because if you somehow got them wrong in the correct order, we'll probably do that. If you somehow did 1 through 10 backwards in the right order, we'll probably give you the benefit of the doubt, because it'd be weird to think that all the newest ones made less than like the first 2 or 3. We're kind enough and smart enough to see through that. Number 4, Alphaville. Alphaville in at number 4. Number 5, this is one where it's just sort of an eyeball. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre in at number 5. Number 6, what was number 6? Number 6 was a weird this was a film I really liked. The Jacket. I really liked The Jacket. Just one of those films. And number 7, of course, was Psycho. Another eye, and I don't like when you get too close to him. That's not what I think of an eye looking like. But this is going to be from Cube. I'm very much looking forward to this Cube remake that's coming out. This is gonna have to track that down when it gets released. Number 9, 2001, A Space Odyssey, which leaves us with number 10, the second time it's appeared on this quiz. Coincidentally, it's Spider-Man 2. Would you look at that? Lots of Spider-Man running around, or so we think. Or no, because it's obvious. Round 5, what's in the letterbox? Not every film needs a remake, no, but I do find it interesting when a film gets not remade by Hollywood. I sort of give it a bit of benefit of the doubt if it's remade by someone else, just to see. But yeah, not every film does need a remake. So here we go, not funny, not scary, gratuitous, sex and nudity. All that's left is transformation sequence, which admittedly is very cool even 40 years later. It's An American Werewolf in London, of course, one of my favorites. Number 2, probably would have a higher rating if the ending wasn't so bad. Love is Quantifiable. Eat my ass! Has to be Interstellar. Might just Photoshop all of these posters to say Eat my ass instead of the film title. It's too much work for very little reward. Number 3, probably the most effective piece of pro-US military propaganda ever made. A recruitment ad made for the MTV generation with glossy cinematography, pop music scores, and hilarious levels of hypersexualization. Absolutely insufferable, but almost in a so bad it's good kind of way. Almost. Eat my ass. We're getting a new one soon. Top Gun, the original Top Gun. Let's play some volleyball. Josh Whedon is a narcissistic ass who views Tony Stark as his quiffy self-insert and does not understand the fundamentals of Steve Rogers, and this is one of the most boring movies I've ever watched. Laugh my ass off. Thanks for destroying the movie industry forever. The Avengers, or, if you will, Marvel's The Avengers, because people wouldn't be able to tell the difference here if we didn't put Marvel in front of it, because there was that show and that movie. Half a star. From Adam. Heartless, disgusting, brutally bad piece of shit. The Archer family face touch needs to be added to some kind of movie hall of shame for being easily the most cringe-inducing character flourish ever committed to a major studio film. Face Off, one of the best. You love it. Ooh, was the Fast and Furious round supposed to be low to high, as I did it the wrong way? It was supposed to be low to high, so we'll be fairly generous with that. If you're sort of 50-50 on it, it might be harder to grade, but if you're sort of 9 out of 10 going the reverse order, we'll be nice. We'll be nice, because there's all the marbles. We're playing for all of them. Hands down, without fail, the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. There is zero entertainment or enjoyment to be had in this miserable slug of a movie. I envy the people that died on the ship for never knowing this existed. I would give it a negative rating if possible. We're talking about Titanic. Avengers Assemble in the UK, technically. That's also true. Marvel's Avengers Assembled. Marvel's The Avengers Assembled. Avengers Assembled. There's too many titles. Just call it The Avengers. Just call it The Avengers, because that's what the title is. Saw the zombie deer. Halfway watched. Woman, zombie, dad, good, bad, selfish, like girl, hate, zombie, went, fold laundry, survivor, Animal Crossing. Train to Busan. If you wrote it in Korean, you've won the quiz. You've automatically won the quiz. I'll give it to you. If you have it in Korean, you've won the quiz. 100 points. 100 bonus points. Number 8. It's okay to be poor as long as you fake being rich long enough to make an old money spoiled brat fall in love with you because you purposely fuck over other working class people by stealing from them to impress her. But it's all good because happy endings. Oh, and sing a bunch of fucked up classist songs too. Magic. And we did it in the Gilbert Gottfried voice, which was fitting because it was Aladdin. It's just sometimes things just work. And that just worked. Number 9, network called. It wants its Oscars back. That's going to be Rocky. Which is another franchise I think of when I think of sort of Thanksgiving. Because they always have a Rocky marathon on back home around this time of year. And 10, this movie should have been named Joker. What do we think? We've done this gag before. But it's Batman, the original. The Tim Burton Batman. I hope you didn't put Taxi Driver. Because it's Batman. Let's go on to the obscured round, shall we? Let's crank some music around and see what these films were. Remember, these were all dinners and meals.
Somebody stole her luggage.
Starting here with number 1, Awkward Family Dinner.
Somebody stole her wheelchair.
Lars and the Real Girl. Film I've not really thought about at all since originally seeing it. But a film I think about all the time is Goodfellas. Because I love it. It's great. It's perfect. Perfect is a word you shouldn't throw around lightly. And number 3 is, of course, another one here. Step Brothers. Another great piece of cinema. How could you... It's hard to make films that good. It's all about awkward dinners here. Awkward meals. Number 4, The Kids Are All Right. He was in Avengers, Marvel, the Avengers Assembled, Avengers the Assembled. And 5. Lots of ADR here with The Breakfast Club. I just get disgusted by that. It's like Captain Crunch in between two pieces of bread. Blah. Did you get that it was The Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps? Hopefully you didn't think it was the first one. Because audiences responded well to the family, so let's make a sequel all about the family. And who doesn't love Hook? You be terrible. Terrible if you don't love Hook. Terrible human. Why is the joy? Why is there no joy in your life if you hate Hook? We had the original. Let's get the sequel. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Terrible humans. Lots of motherfuckers. Key phrasing there. Spider-Man, he's back. He's back swinging his webs here in black and white. Pleasantville. God, what film? What film? I need to watch that again. Maybe I'll just watch this round tomorrow for Thanksgiving, because these are some great films, including Scary Movie 2. Oh, I do love it. It's so good. So very good. Anyway, let's go on to taglines for Bond films. Outer space now belongs to 007. It's got to be Moonraker, doesn't it? Easy to start you off with. That's what we like to do here. It's the biggest. It's the best. It's Bond and beyond. It's the spy who loved me. That's what it is, all right. James Bond is out on his own and out for revenge in License to Kill. Yeah. Terrible poster, that, though, isn't it? That's what movie posters sort of used to look like. Terrible. Ugh. Now, meet the most extraordinary gentleman spy in all fiction. James Bond, Agent 007. Gonna be the original. Dr. No. We saw what you were doing, Rami Malek. We know. We know what's going on. Number 5, James Bond's all-time high. Oh, man. James Bond's all-time high. Octopussy. I mean, it is a pretty trippy-looking poster. Now, that's a good poster. I think all the posters look like that. Art. Funky. Yeah. Oh, it's great. Love it. And twice is the only way to live. This one's pretty obvious. You only live twice. There's like no... The way he's drawn in that poster, the way it's illustrated or painted, just... Why? He's very casually driving that thing. It's doing a lot, and he doesn't have his hands on the wheel. But he's posing. Number 7, no limits, no fears, no substitutes. No better Bond film. That's right, I said it. It's GoldenEye. That is Bond. Come on! Yeah! And that's a Thanksgiving movie for me. Number 8, has James Bond finally met his match? A View to a Guy. Look at this poster. How are they doing that? How are they standing like that? It doesn't make... Shit, her foot's not even... It's on... How'd they get up there? Why isn't he aiming at Christopher Walken? I've got so many questions with this poster. God. Best N64 game, too. That is correct. No one comes close to James Bond 007 for your eyes only. Again, really good poster, that. Nice poster. Loving it. And number 10, James Bond is back in action in Goldfinger, which is a pretty boring poster. But they haven't found their flow yet. There's like the chart of Bond poses starts sort of low, ticks up, goes back down, little bit in there, and then goes back down. And then all like the Daniel Craig ones were all very boring. Couldn't even get a proper tagline on them. But anyway, let's go to Yearly Beloved and see what order these films came out in. And no one will like it. Oh, Jimmy! 10 out of 10. Impressive. Very impressive. All right. These films, remember, 2010, 2019, all but 2 of them had different release dates in the UK and the US, and I'll point those out along the way. So let's start off with it's 2010, and its due date.
It's too bad because 2.5 Men is the reason I wanted to become an actor, especially the second season.
So if that's 2010, then 2011 would be Immortals. Definitely wasn't capitalizing on 300. I mean, this scene looks alright. It gave us Henry Cavill. Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, believe it or not, all the way back in 2012. I can't believe this franchise is already that old. Harry Potter's turning 20, so... Oh, God. Alright, here's one of the ones that was different. Wreck-It Ralph came out in the UK in 2013. Came out in the US at the tail end of 2012. So 2013 is what you wanted to put to get the points. And 2014 was a sequel, Horrible Bosses 2. This whole decade feels like it only happened 2 years ago. Yeah, it's so long ago now. 2015. Now, if we're talking about bad Bond films, here we go. There are bits to like. Why does she get beat so bad and Bond doesn't take like a punch? Allied. 2016 was Allied. Agree to disagree, Jimmy. But I know you hold your Bond films to a different standard. Now, 2017, classic cinema film with The Star. These things exist. And I can't believe 2018 was Creed 2. Because I remember being in a cinema with my mates watching that. And for some reason, that feels like 10 years ago. Not, 3 years ago? Nearly 4? And here we go! 2019, Rise of the Foot Soldier 4, Marbella. The 4th in the long-running Rise of the Foot Soldier franchise. Which is the other one that has a different release date, because that wasn't released until 2020 in the USA, and I think, yeah. It's one that everyone's gonna love. So, is that it? Is that the end of the quiz? Oh my god, it's gone to black. Let me do this. It's gone to black. That is the end of the film quiz, everybody. What else am I gonna say? Tiebreaker. Do you want to know the answer to the tiebreaker question? Because the answer was 12. 12 films that were correct answers tonight featured on the IMDb Top 250 Films list. We'll go over all of that, like I said, either tomorrow or Friday when we go over the answers. We'll release the answers as a video on YouTube that we'll share on Twitter and everything to see how everybody did and to update the Champions League, which I know a lot of people are very excited about here. 8 teams will become 4 teams. And yeah, thank you as always for taking part in the quiz tonight. Another fairly long one. We've been here for just over 2 hours doing 8 rounds. And it's been a fun one. I think it's been a tough one, but entertaining. Will we be back in December is also a question that I'm asking myself every day. Hopefully we will. I'm going to aim for that, but as most of you know, December is a tough and busy month. I will be trying to get us a quiz the last week of December, so keep that last Wednesday sort of free if you're in the Champions League. So, hope everybody did well. We'll check the results tomorrow. And I'm gonna guess I'll go get Leo. Just in case, just to say goodbye. I'll preempt it. So, thank you to those who won't be sticking around for my dog, who I will carry up here in some distress. And hope to see you again next time. Like we said, make sure to tweet out everybody. Let them know you enjoyed the quiz. Tag us, Filmageddon Film Quiz, pictures, all that stuff. And we'll hope to see you again next time. I will go and get Leo to say hi really quick. 2 seconds. You're gonna hear him bark. Hey, come here. Hey, can you come up? No one can see you there. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna move. We're gonna move the camera this time. We'll see how this works. Hopefully, nothing comes unplugged. Whoa! Hello, Leo. This way I don't have to pick you up. Do you want to do a little beg? Do a beg for everybody. Okay. Sit. Beg. Oh, that's a good beg. He's a good boy, so he gets a treat. And you get to see that I'm wearing my pajama pants. It's a good thing I'm wearing my pants, actually. Can you spin around? Spin. Oh no, he's gone under me. Over here. One more time. Hello. Beg. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay, Leo. Say goodbye. Bye-bye. See ya. Right. Sorry if you get motion sickness. I hope everybody enjoyed that, and I think that was a better way to do it, because I didn't have to pick him up, and then he gets a little bit distressed. But you got to see one of his tricks, and Leo will be back next month for the quiz, won't you? You're such a good boy. Thanks again, everybody, and hopefully you'll tune in for the results, and yeah, if you do celebrate it, if any of you do, have a happy Thanksgiving. If not, see you in December, hopefully.